never done this before, but I wanted to try and post a video about our road trip to Omaha with my husband and myself, our dog Maggie, and a horse and a pony. So I'm following our truck and trailer that my husband is driving with the horse and the pony, and we are driving about 6 hours today to a horse hotel in West Plains, Missouri, and then tomorrow we'll be doing our final drive, which will be another like 5 to 6 hours. And we're actually going to a town right outside of Omaha called Blair. That's where we're going to be living, and we have a boarding facility there for the horse and pony. Unfortunately, we didn't leave as early as we wanted to for various different reasons, but I think we'll probably get there around 7, hopefully, if we don't make too many long stops. And I also wanted to let you know, we're moving because my husband applied for a promotion and got it, and the job is in Omaha, and we are driving from Starkville, Mississippi, which is home to MSU. We've been there the last 3 years, and we've loved it. We lived in Oregon before that for my husband's job, and we are originally from the DC, Baltimore area in Maryland. We have 3 children, 6-year-old twins, Hunter and Blake, and daughter Julie, who is 16 months. They are staying with family right now while we make the trip, and then on Thursday, Ken is gonna go fly to Maryland and then bring them back to our short-term rental in Omaha. We are having a house built, but it probably won't be done until like January, February time, so we're gonna be staying at a rental house for the short term, so that should be fun. Let me just show you real quick my view. So you can see my horse Flyer up there on the left. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's there. And then the pony is next to him, and he's so short you can't see him. So that's our story. We sold our house a while ago. We have a contract on our house. I don't remember exactly when. I believe it was the end of May, maybe beginning of June. I don't remember exactly. We actually sold our house before we went on the market. My realtor knew a family looking, and they toured it a couple weeks before we went on the market, and they liked it, and we came to an acceptable arrangement. We were supposed to close on the 1st. Today's the 20th. It's been 20 days. So our stuff has been out of our house for 20 days. The kids and I were in Maryland for 19 days. Ken was in Mississippi. He had to finish up working. He was in the middle of training an officer, so he had to finish that. And yeah, 20 days. The bank has been messing around. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there was some miscommunication from my realtor to the bank. I know that there were some complications that were unforeseen. 20 days. 20 days delay. So we're not happy about that at all. We've had to pay close to $1,000 of expenses on the house because we have had it longer. We've had to pay for lawn care because we haven't been there to take care of it. We haven't been able to live there. We've had to pay mortgage and insurance, and the mortgage, I know we'll get back the principal, but we won't get back that interest that we paid, and the taxes, and we won't get back what we've had to pay for power, water, all this nonsense. So I'm not happy at all. We were supposed to get our check yesterday, Monday, and then we were supposed to get it today, and now we're supposed to get it tomorrow or Thursday. Not happy at all. So yeah, that's very frustrating. Okay, so the other thing that's super annoying. So my husband works for the federal government, and thankfully this move is paid for by the government. There's a couple of different ways that they can kind of pay for it. We chose a lump sum, which means they pay the movers, but then they give us some money for incidentals, for things like hotels, for things like flights, airplane flights, gas, restocking our kitchen with our liquids, because movers won't move liquids, things like that. And then they also cover some of the closing costs on our home sale and our home purchase. So that is really nice. We're very thankful that that's covered, because moving is so expensive. However, there are some challenges in dealing with the government. So here's what we're dealing with right now. We asked the movers, well, we told the movers that we had to be out of our house by the 30th of June. Okay, we told them that for probably 4 weeks, and it took the government forever to process our paperwork. I don't really know all the details of it, but by the time they went to schedule, the earliest the movers could come was 28th, and then it was going to take them 4 days. So we had to push back our closing by 2 days because of that. All right, that wasn't too much of a problem. And then we told them for about 2 or 3 weeks, okay, we want our stuff delivered to our rental on, I think it was like the 22nd, because we were going to be arriving on the 21st. Yeah, we said the 22nd. We need it there the 22nd. So there's like a government move coordinator, and she says, well, we can't actually schedule the drop until we know when the stuff is going to be in storage. So because we thought we were supposed to be closing on the 1st, we obviously had our stuff removed. And I think if your stuff isn't going to be dropped off within like 2 weeks from when they pick it up, then they put it in storage somewhere like central. All right, so she was insistent that, until the driver is on his way to the storage with your stuff, we can't schedule your drop off. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but by that time, they're not going to be able to deliver it when we need it, when we want it, right? But she was insistent. And I don't understand, because we had the pickup scheduled for weeks. Like, they knew it was going to take them 4 days to pick up our stuff. They were coming on the 28th. Even if it took 2 days for them to drive to storage, which I doubt it did, they knew like approximately when it was going to be there. And we wanted delivery like 3 weeks after that. So I don't understand why they had to have like a specific date for when the stuff was going to be in storage. But again, dealing with the government is a little frustrating sometimes. So we are going to be arriving in Omaha on the 21st, and our stuff will be arriving on the 3rd of August. So that was also annoying. The kids and I were in Maryland. Ken was in Starkville working when we found all this out. And I was thinking, and Ken was thinking, we don't want our family separated that long. We wanted our kids to stay in Maryland with our parents, my parents and Ken's parents, while we did the drive, because a 16-month-old on a 12-hour, 13-hour road trip, not real fun. So we were going to have them stay in Maryland. So we didn't want to all come back to Starkville. And my husband was staying kind of in this bunkhouse where he works for the 3 weeks, which was fine for him. Not real great for kids. So we didn't want to be separated another like week and a half until our stuff would arrive. So thankfully, short-term rental, it is partially furnished. It has kitchen supplies, things like that. I was able to borrow sheets and towels, things like that it doesn't have until our stuff arrives. But, you know, we have very little. Thankfully, like, I packed most of the kids' summer clothes when we went to Maryland. Ken has a lot of his clothes. I didn't pack that much for myself. I have like a week and a half worth of clothes, which is fine because I just do laundry frequently. But we don't have any of the kids' toys. We don't have any of their books. We don't have pencils, paper, things like that. Nothing. I do have the baby stroller, thankfully. I told Ken we needed to keep that with the vehicles because, you know, that's kind of important. My mom let me borrow a little booster seat. My realtor in Omaha found a pack and play for me to borrow for the baby to sleep in. Ken and I ended up buying a queen blow-up mattress to sleep on until our stuff comes. And the kids, there are single beds there for the kids. There's a table, there's a couch, some chairs. I think that's about it. So we're gonna be living kind of bare bones for a week and a half with the children. Thankfully, it's summer. We're gonna join the YMCA that's right around the corner, and we get access to the pool. We're gonna be able to go to the wildlife refuge all the time. You know, so that's kind of, we're gonna occupy our time with while we're there for a week and a half before our stuff comes. What's really frustrating is initially the kids were gonna stay in Maryland, you know, a couple days longer so that our stuff would arrive and I would be able to like unpack and have everything ready when they got here. But that's not gonna happen now. So our stuff won't be here until after they get here. So I'm gonna be depending upon Ken to take off work and watch them so I can unpack. Because this is our third major move, and unpacking with kids is a nightmare, especially toddlers, because they literally undo everything you do. I was packing my suitcase the other day and putting clothes in the bag. Julie was pulling everything out that I was putting in and trying to like just live life with boxes half unpacked is a nightmare. So I told Ken when we came up with this plan, he had to promise me he was going to take time off so that I could get this unpacking done. He said he would. So we'll see. So anyway, that is our status right now. We're going to be stopping for lunch here pretty soon. We left about an hour and a half ago. Taking pretty good time. I will try really hard to video the horse hotel, unloading the horses, getting them settled for the night. And we have our dog with us. There she is. Her name is Maggie. She does not like moving. It stresses her out. She had a little bit of a tranquilizer today, so she's mellow-ish for her. Most of the time she likes to sleep, but she doesn't like when things are unsettled like this. So she does a lot of whining and crying in the car if she's not tranquilized a little bit. She's feeling good though. We have a dog-friendly hotel tonight, very close to where the horses are going to be. And then tomorrow we will be heading to Nebraska. I'm hoping we get a nice early start because I really want Ken to be able to see the neighborhood where we're building our house. He hasn't seen the lot yet or anything. I want him to see kind of the town. And he's leaving on Thursday, so tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll be arriving, and then he's leaving Thursday to go get the kids. So tomorrow is kind of the only opportunity he has to see what he can see before he has to leave. So I really hope that we get there early. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. Let me know if you have any questions about what's going on. Anytime people like ask about our plan, you know, they kind of act like we're crazy, and we kind of are. None of this has really been in our control. We're just trying to do the best with the situation we've been given. If you are the praying type, which we are, please pray that our house closes. Really would like our house to close. We haven't even gotten like the document from the bank to let us know, when closing is scheduled, what our profits are going to be, what we owe. Nothing. Really was wanting that. And again, stay 20 days past when we are supposed to close. Yeah. I know that buying and selling, which by the way, this is not our first time doing this, can be complicated. Closing on houses can be complicated. Has anybody else dealt with a closing that was delayed by 20 days like this by the bank? I'm just curious. Because that seems excessive. Extremely excessive to me. I mean, a week, maybe. Week and a half. Okay. 20 days. And we're still not closed yet. So they could say Thursday, and it might not even happen until next week. So, would love it if you could pray for that. And also, if you want to pray for safety, would appreciate that too. And for our children, who I'm sure are missing us, we're missing them. They're in really good hands with our families. But, it's hard being separated, especially when you're that little. And again, let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.